Okay, so I'm about to show y'all a video that I recorded when I first got back from Cuba, and it includes a list of things that I purchased to help make our stay easier. So it's things like toilet paper and like on-the-go things that I needed, and some things I probably used in the room, but just so that you could see what are some of the things that help to make it easy. I will say, and I wanted to get on here because I didn't include that Cuba is in that video. Cuba is a country where you need to bring everything that you need. So for example, I went to a restaurant and I asked for certain things. It's like, we don't have that right now. So it requires a lot of flexibility. Someone told me when they went to the pharmacy, there was like the shelves were empty. So it just depends. So bring what you need. That includes all of your medicines. So both what's prescribed and things you may or may not need, but if you get there and you want it, you better have it. So I have allergies. I had my regular allergy medicine, but then I had like Benadryl. I bought all the pain medications. They tell you there are no like pads or tampons or soap or things like that. You may or may not find these things. Some of them could be luxuries. So I packed a lot of toiletries. I did not need the things. I didn't use all the things. But what I did, because I read that these are things that are harder to find for some people or at certain times, I don't know all the details in history. I packed a lot and then I gave it to our housekeeper when we left. And the amount of like appreciation, it made me wish. And I said the next time I go, I would be more intentional about what I bring to give away. Lots of people said bring candy for kids too, because that is a treat. We did take candy, but I felt like they needed something more. Yeah, like they needed something more. I don't know what that is. And I should say, when I go back, I would be more intentional about like what are the little gifts that I would give the kids to. So it's just an intro to the next video you're about to see.
Okay, so I just got back from Cuba and I want to show y'all a few of my products that help to make things a little easier, because baby, you need to be prepared for this trip. First of all, I did not know and did some research at the last minute and found out tissue will not be in every place you go. Again, tissue will not always be there. So I found these. It's called tissue on the go. You sort of pull it out and it like rips off. You can rip it off at the end. And I also got some wet wipes. They're called Stillmates. These were super perfect because I could take these for the day as we headed out, and I would just put them in here. And you see how easily they fit. So I would take enough for my daughter and I each day. It just depended on where we were going, what I needed. So I had tissue, I had Stallmates, sorry y'all. Take your sunscreen because baby, that Cuban sun is no joke. Again, that Cuban sun, whoo, my God. And I also have some Make It Pop because we got to protect the lips. Next up, I have bug spray because, yeah, it's a lot of bugs everywhere. And my daughter swear they were following her. Because it was her and I traveling, I saw this on Instagram and I'm like, look, I can't take no chances. We just gonna, put this at the door, and at the same time, we need this carbon monoxide because what? I don't know. Lastly, oh, I found this off of Instagram too, but now I feel like I can't live without it when I travel. It charges my phone, my watch, and my AirPods, which I did not use there because baby, they were great. Because I was able to. Okay, these were great. They come in these individual packets, and when you put water on them, they just expand. So it can act like a washcloth. You can take it with you to the beach, so you can wipe down because sand be everywhere. I'm a germaphobe, but again, there may not always be soap. There may not be soap when you go to the bathroom, when you want to wash your hands, you're sweaty, you're touching stuff. So I had two options for us. We kept a pack of wet ones. We also kept some hand sanitizer because I like options. I always had my external battery pack. I rarely had to use this, probably once the whole time, but again, I like to be prepared. So I didn't carry my passport around. People have different preferences, but one of the excursions said bring your passport or a copy. I never take my passport. I just locked it up. But I put a copy of my passport and my daughter's passport in the back of my bag. And one of the things that Southwest said is that your boarding pass serves as your travel insurance. So I kept that and a copy of our passports in the back of my bag.